Hello everybody, this is Abraham with North Shore Computer Services, and what we got here today is the Apple MacBook Pro A1989. This is a 2018 MacBook Pro that has the bar on it. This one had a spill on, so I had to take it apart completely. And for those that are facing this kind of challenge, I want to show what can and cannot be done on it. If you absolutely have to replace the keyboard, keep in mind that it is not easy. Unlike previous Macs where this thing can be peeled, it can be peeled on here, but you most likely are not going to save it. This one has the backlighting on it, and there's a bunch of chips under there. This keyboard is quite bad as far as put in. You can see that there is a screw in here that holds the keyboard. Around the perimeter of the keyboard there are screws, however the rest of them are riveted. I did not have to replace the keyboard on this machine, although some keys are, let's see, some are sticky. I checked every key and it seemed to have been working. There is another problem with this computer, but just so you know, this is how far you can take it. And if you have to take the keyboard out, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for you. This bar, this has the connectors on it. This whole thing is of course glued together, so if you have some liquid that went under there, if it works, I wouldn't touch it. If it doesn't work, then I would suggest disconnecting it. If you disconnect it, yes, you lose the function keys that can appear on the key on a touch bar. But if you have it enabled and they kind of touch themselves and create unpredictable behavior, you can disconnect it. So there's the two connectors, the video and the touch. I forgot which one's which. Let me see. Oh, the upper one is the screen connector and the lower one is this touch connector. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what it is. So this is what you're facing, and also you're facing a million screws of different diameters. These are some of the screws, from the tiniest ones to the bigger, and these things, be careful as you take the trackpad out. Those can fall and get lost. That's a trackpad. All right. I have a video where I'm doing a screen replacement on a similar computer. You have to take this antenna assembly out, and this is the one that's held in by these tiny screws. I found that you can use an iPhone tool that you open the iPhone screws. It does fit into those little tiny screws and can be taken out. The connectors, once you take them out, can be released, and you can take the screen out. All right, hopefully this helps somebody. This has been a quite interesting challenge, getting this computer working back. By the way, this part did not look so nice and shiny. There were spills all over. It feels as though Apple has designed these computers with such big holes that you can't even see. I have no idea how the spill got into areas where it's like there was splashes over here. How did they enter through the side? There were splashes from this side, and of course customer swears that they didn't spill a thing on it. I don't know. It seemed like there was quite a bit of spills. I carefully cleaned it with brush and water around the perimeter. Make sure that nothing gets on under this cover and in the keyboard, because you can damage it. I cleaned the keyboard with damp cloth. If the cloth is damp enough, it will travel between the the frame and the key and clear it up more or less. I don't feel like any of them are sticky anymore, but some were. I don't really like this design, especially that it cannot be easily replaced. Alright, hopefully this helps somebody save a few bucks. Keep in mind, this is not an easy job, and if you've never done it before, by all means try it, but I would say get yourself an older Mac and try it on that first. Get like a damaged Mac from Craigslist or wherever cheap, and practice on that before you start tackling this thing. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, give me likes, enjoy.